Manyego, two-time! Two-time! Two-time!
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you very much, guys, for your great support. Let me just humbly request you that if at all you met for the first time, please don't forget to click the subscribe button. You can as well, you can share, drop me your comment in the comment section. Tell me what you think and where exactly you are watching this video from. And if politics is what you love and you really like to follow what's going on in the country, you are in the best place. You're in a better place, Bonita Media. Just click the subscribe button. You can also just tell me where you're watching this video from, and all is going to be well. Now, as we get into this discussion, fellow Kenyans, let me say this, that of course you know very well that today is first May 2026, Labor Day. I've seen a lot of people saying that today is William Ruto's last Labor Day as the president. The next president who is going to celebrate Labor Day, we don't know who is going to be, but automatically it's not going to be William Ruto. Of course, there are a lot of things I want us to talk about in this video based on what is happening or what has happened. William Ruto went to celebrate Labor Day in VIHIGA, that is in Western. And I've had friends at ATWOLI really making a lot of noise, shouting two-term. You know, when I was trying to listen to ATWOLI, I really asked myself a lot of questions. When ATWOLI was shouting two-term, two-term, I asked myself a lot of questions.
Manyego, two-term! 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 Two-term!
The first question that I asked myself is this. Francis ATWOLI is the chairperson of workers, right? KOTU. If Francis ATWOLI is the chairperson of KOTU, it means that I don't know whether I'm the one that maybe is thinking different, or maybe I'm the one that is obsessed. But I think that if things work, or maybe if we are just in a genuine country, then ATWOLI should not even engage himself in Kenyan. He should not even talk about who is to be the president or who is not. Because, okay, is KOTU not an independent body? Let me ask that. Is it not an independent body that you're not even supposed to talk about who is to become the president, or maybe who is, or how is it? How does it work? I'm really failing to understand how. Maybe somebody can tell me how it works. Pengine mimi ndio sielewi jinsi ambavyo inafanya kazi. Maybe you can tell me how does it work. Personally, I think it's working differently, because when you try to listen to this guy speaking, or maybe when you try to listen to this guy shouting two-term, you ask yourself that you're shouting two-term. What has this guy done that maybe is making you guys shout two-term? Is there anything constructive that maybe this guy has done that is always making us or making you guys shout two-term? I'm trying to wonder. I'm really trying to ask myself what has been the problem. You understand? William Ruto, who talked about hii mambo na affordable houses. Kwa nini these guys are insisting on it this way? Affordable houses, nimesikia watu wana insist kwa affordable houses sana. The president is saying that I may reduce to 5% from 10%, deposit from 5% from 10% to 5%. Na if hizi affordable houses, kwani si watu walifaa kupewa bure? Ama pengine mimi ndio sielewi. These affordable houses, were they not supposed to be given freely?
The statement I made to KOTU last year has been delivered. The deposit required of application for allocation of an affordable housing unit has now come down from 10% to 5%. This applies to every salaried Kenyan, and the reduction has already been codified in our allocation framework. This deposit has been codified also in the affordable housing regulations, which were passed in 2025 and have since been applied.
Si rais alisema kwamba anajenga nyumba alafu watu watakuwa wanaishi kwa nyumba bure. Why are we how did we end up here, by the way? You know, one thing I love with our Kenya is this. Our Kenyan people is they can listen to you and then assume you later. Why am I saying them? I'm bringing this because, you know, William Ruto went to Western. Edwin Sifuna was in VIHIGA before. Of course, we saw the kind of reception that Edwin Sifuna was given when he was in VIHIGA. And that one made me wonder, or made me ask myself, that William Ruto is going to Western in VIHIGA specifically. Remember after Sifuna was in VIHIGA, then they went to Kisumu. We saw the kind of reception. What is William Ruto going to say that the people of VIHIGA don't know? Mjua, anataka tuseme ukweli hapa, tusemezane tu hapa. If William Ruto is a guy that kept his promise, then I think by now we could have had so many stadiums. Saizi tungekuwa na stadiums mingi sana hii Kenya. Actually, we could have had 47 stadiums.
Mimi pia nataka niwahakikishie ya kwamba stadium yenu hapa Kidundu ilichelewa kidogo kwa sababu tulikuwa na watu pale, ilipasa tuwalipe ndio waweze kutupatia ardhi zaidi. I want to now state that we have paid everybody who we needed to pay. We have spent 90 million shillings to relocate the people who are there so that we can have space to build a modern stadium right here in VIHIGA. Pia mimi nataka niwahakikishie ya kwamba kazi zile zingine zote ambazo tumekubaliana na viongozi wenu na watu hapa VIHIGA sitasonga mbele. Na mimi nataka niwahakikishie kazi ambayo mimi niko nayo kama kiongozi wa taifa letu la Kenya ni kazi ama nafasi mbili niko nayo. Ya kwanza ni kusimamia transformation ya taifa letu la Kenya. Kuna mjadala mkubwa hapa Kenya ya mambo ya maendeleo katika taifa letu la Kenya. And it is a good conversation that we are having as a nation. We are having a conversation about transformation. Has it happened or has it not happened? That is the conversation we are having. Beautiful conversation. At least we are not having a conversation about ethnicities. We are not having a conversation about religion. We are not having a conversation about other things. We are having a conversation about the transformation of...
Because in every county that William Ruto goes, wana promise stadium. And then what is funny is anasema kwamba after 6 months. So hizi 6 months ya William Ruto imekuwa kama story, kama song. How I wish watu wa VIHIGA ni ile tu, I don't know. But how I wish watu wa VIHIGA wangepea ujamaa nafasi. Because why would you give somebody a chance who is continuing to lie? Aya, hii mambo na Mararoi Road. Sijui anaenda amelaunch sijui nini mambo na now SGR. Seriously? For how long will we launch things that we know very well that you're not going to accomplish? You know, there is launching and then there is implementation. I believe that once you launch something, it means that thing is supposed to now to be implemented. It's supposed to be to be done with. How many things have we launched in this nation that at mpaka sai as we speak right now, hakuna hata moja imetimia? Personally,
the Rironi Mau Summit Road is not merely transforming infrastructure. It is reshaping livelihoods. As a vital corridor, it strengthens regional connectivity, streamlines the movements of goods and people, and unlocks new economic opportunities across our nation. Western Kenya is a major beneficiary of this road expansion. The traffic nightmare that has long confronted Those traveling to this region during peak periods will soon be a thing of the past, replaced by smoother, faster, and more reliable connectivity. This will happen as soon as next year. Along the route, this road is unlocking employment for contractors, suppliers, and communities while opening doors for trade, tourism, and investment. At least 10,000 new jobs will be created through this project alone. Additionally, we recently launched the extension of the standard gauge railway from Naivasha to Kisumu and finally to Malaba. A 262 corridor that will connect the industrial hub of Nairobi to the rich agricultural heartlands of Western Rift Valley region, including Narok, Kericho, Nyamira, Kisumu, Vihiga, and Busia. We have also broken ground, as you all know, on the 107-kilometer Kisumu-Malaba section of the SGR, completing nearly 1,000 kilometers rail corridor from Mombasa to Malaba and establishing a critical link to the Malaba-Kampala line. Along this corridor, from Mombasa to Malaba, we will establish the development of industrial parks, logistics hubs, and commercial centers.
There are so many that has been launched, lakini zimetimia hakuna hata moja. So hii mambo ya Labor Day, by the way, I asked this question. Let me ask this question. So basically, when you talk about Labor Day celebration, what are we really celebrating? Is there anything that watu wanaweza sema kwamba nyewe we are celebrating because mambo imekuwa mzuri? Mambo imekuwa mzuri wapi Kenya? Kama mambo imekuwa mzuri kwako unaweza kaniambia, lakini kwamba poni yenyewe kusema tu kweli things have been nice, things have been good. You know, this and this have happened and we are happy as workers. What was funny was that as these guys were celebrating Labor Day in Vihiga, wafanyikazi wa EPZ kule, I think, where was that? In Soheria, yeah, in Soheria walikuwa strike. So mnapiga kelele huko at you want to make things work. On the other hand, people are crying. Does it really make sense? Anyway, I would like to know what you think at the comment section, fellow Kenyans, concerning all these issues, because according to me, I really feel like things are not working. Maybe I really feel like it is not like what we expect.